Remix. Daughter, dishonor, disorder, dishonor. What is it when I get to the mic again? Whenever I say the one I can sing, how they better say look in time. When I say when I can talk, when I say when I can talk, but harder, be sonder, keep under, keep under. What we doing? What? What we doing? Man, get off the street. Get off the get off the street. These people are crazy, bro. We're gonna talk about a little bit of a mind share. Yo, get off the street, girl. Aimless. Where are your parents? They have nowhere to go. It's after school. Don't you have homework to do, child? Man, latchkey. What are we doing? I don't like that, man. I had children outside just walking around aimless in circles with a phone. Like you don't have weirdos out here running around with nondescript white vans looking to do some right indescribable, unconscionable stuff, man. Get on my nerves. And inside, it gets a little warm and people lose their minds, yo. You know, I'm up in the Northeast, right? Where now, since the last, like, I don't know, 6 years, we've had 6 month long winters and whatnot. So the minute you got a little, it's May 1st, May 1st, you know what I mean? Some people collect that first rain on May 1st, right? Refreshing, purified, little belief in some purity, divinity. Collect your first rain on May 1st, But then, oh, yo, I just messed up right now because I'm trying to build with the people right here. But you know what happened? It's okay because I'm trying to get to a certain point. I cannot eat gum and walk and talk at the same time. I'm trying to, and I'm failing miserably, people. I'm failing miserably. Oh, I'm failing miserably. Just drove by a building where people had to just be displaced from their homes not too long ago. Building boarded up, the whole thing, tenement building, like families, multiple apartments. Boom, sick, gone, just like that. Right? This is what people don't talk about when they get on the internet. They just get, you know, into their narrow-minded vibe. I try to not do that, but sometimes I get caught up in certain things like this mind share. Yeah, like y'all, listen, man. Remember when I was telling y'all, shout out to the people in the chat, right? Remember when I was telling y'all how every cycle, every single, it seemed like it's every year, maybe every quarter, every 6 months, new terms come out for crypto, right? Last year, people weren't talking about no mind share. Now it's, oh, mind share. Oh, the mind share. Yo, it's just bizarre. How about you mindfully share how these green candles are going to print and bless everybody who've been holding on to this dream about your man pumping the candles and pumping the bags 14,000, 10,000x. How about y'all mindfully share that? Like, you people mindfully share is supposed to be experts giving you information for you to keep your privates warm. Get the F, man. Listen, man, don't pay attention to these people, man. They don't know what they're talking about. None of them know what they're talking about. I don't care who they are. I thought I knew what I talk about. I knew nothing. And I said that many times before too. Why are you listening to me? True to form. True to form. I don't even have to tell you not financial advice. You know what I'm saying? These people don't know what they're doing, man. Oh, man, I'm looking at a little girl, these little kids, man, latchkey, walking around aimless, no adults. And these some mind share on the internet. Mind your children. Mind your health. Mind yourself. Your man lost his way, man. You know who I'm talking about, right? Your man lost his way, yo. He been gone, yo. Mm-hmm. Sorry to. That's just how I feel. I don't. That's not the same person. Dude is disconnected, not tapped in the way he's supposed to be. In my opinion, you know what I mean? For whatever it's worth, I'm not a billionaire, purported millionaire. I don't have any charges of beating up 16-year-olds. So, dude he ain't who we thought, or I should say who I thought he was. Man, lost in the sauce, man. The blockchain was just too much for him to handle. It's just too much. Clearly, yo. Yeah, smoke with the SEC. You won, and people acting like he still got smoke with the SEC. And he crying on Twitter instead of streaming on the internet. But you're on the internet telling people you don't communicate. You only communicate face to face. What are folks left to do? Find their own way. You want to see something done, you do it. So you got to find your own way. I can't trust in dude. Absolutely not. You got to trust in you first. Don't put your trust in a mere mortal, mere mortal, right? I thought dude was serious. Dude ain't serious like that, bro. He's seriously cheap, greedy. You know, that's what he's seriously doing to me. You talk about giving tree. You be acting giving greed. You know what I mean? Giving tree, giving tree. People have to pay to receive a free airdrop. You have to pay for that. Tell me how that's free. Mumbo jumbo your way to them lies if you want. Oh man, it's all truth here, man. I don't play these games, bro. You know what I mean? Everybody, how's everybody feeling out here, man? Like, tell you, bro. Jason Hex win. What's going on? Hang on. Buying a camera and earplugs. Oh, for real? I hear that. Buffalo Heart, what's going on? Salute. I could emaciated afternoon. Eagle AI. He's been very active to everything. No original ideas. See? Look, and then when if I talk about it, they say I'm crying. You see what you said there, Eagle AI? Eagle Owl? I'm sorry, because my eyes, I didn't get new glasses. I didn't launch a sacrifice for a new pair of glasses with the medicine in the glasses prescription and a new phone. Because my phone is like it's soup. The model that I have, you're talking like 7 years. Yeah. Because I'm trying to DCA, right? So forgive me if I didn't say your name right. No original ideas. You know, people have already been suspecting that he's not running his socials. Like he's not, which is bizarre. But you left to wonder because he'll tell you on his social on X he doesn't communicate on social media, only face to face. But then you see all these posts on it, like that alone just shows you not the dude ain't playing with a full deck. I'm telling you, like I don't care what kind of infinity square D dimension chess game you think he playing with y'all. You know, Oh, this guy's just the infinite level. This is the grand wizardor of Chizador in chess. He'll tell you he's not on the internet and posts. You know what that means? Hex to the moon. Like these people. It's called Thorazine 30 years ago. That's what it's called. Haldol, Decanoate, huh? That's what it's called. Right. It's called psychotropic medication. Yeah. For the imbalance that people present in their personality and mental challenges. That's what that's called, bro. Crazy, bro. Making excuses for weird activity that take place online. That's directly affecting your bags. And this is what they say. Oh, you want to see your bag work for your bags. What we've been doing. Because at minimum, if you don't do anything and you just buy, that's working for your bags. You're buying the crap. You're buying the freaking token, right? That's working for your bags. Because you're buying it. Because the other perspective is, oh, why do you think it's so low? Because you keep selling. Y'all keep selling. Y'all keep dumping. Nobody's buying. You can't win for losing. Not everybody want or is interested to put on a Hex piece of underwear and t-shirt and go prancing and gallivanting in the world talking about buy Hex on some kind of nondescript vessel in on top of some waters that you think, and you acting like you're doing something and making everybody who's not doing that feel bad and thinking you're doing something. Who'd you have to glaze to get that bread, huh? Was it really free? Yeah. A lot of people, man, sold their soul, man. I'm telling you, man. Shit deep. It's really deep. You could tell. People sell their soul for a little bit of popularity. They don't care. They don't have any integrity anyway, no self-respect. But they want to tell you about some mind share. Who speaks like that? People in crypto. Yo, I've been doing what I do for a living, right? For over 30 years. I've never heard the term mind share before until cryptocurrency from a bunch of nondescript people, because this is what you find in 3 more months. There's going to be a new set of vocabulary introduced and added to everything crypto related. I'm telling you, man. Mind share. Yo, they do talk about what came first, the chicken or the egg. If I wanted to listen to a comedian, I'd turn on Dave Chappelle. I'd go back to my classic, authentic comedians, some Richard Pryor, some Red Fox, not even Red Fox, Eddie Murphy. Authentic Bernie Mac. I don't know what came for a chicken or the egg. What you teaching now? You lost. What came first, the chicken or the egg? This is the timing we on, right? Yo, I'm looking at this chart. The dude lost. He need help. Whoever cares and is close to him, get him some help, yo. Because even if he's not running his socials, whoever's running his socials is making him look like a weakling. It's 2025. And your question is, what do you think came first? The chicken or the egg? I think it was the egg because the chicken modeled after the egg, but I think it was the chicken because it's the chicken that the egg came out of. And I think it was both because it's both. You can't have one without the other, chicken and the egg of the chicken, because one half makes the other, and the whole wash the yolk and then the egg. Yeah, it's 2025. April gone. It's May, and you're looking at these charts, and you got some guy telling you about some chicken and egg. 4 years ago, dude was promoting sacrificing for pulse chain. Ethereum, you guys want to be difficult and introduce an S load and jam the Hexagon community up? You're going to do that? Fine. Fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fork Ethereum. This was the talk 4 years ago. And today is what came first, some chicken or the egg. Dude is lost. Yo, check this out, bro. Y'all could praise him to high heaven, whatever. You can't tell me. You trying to kick some knowledge, Sharif? You trying to kick knowledge? Stick to what you are good at. Is tricking me into sacrificing for some magical verbiage about some no expectations. Stick to doing that. Because I knew better and I went against the grain and I suffered dearly for it, yo. I knew better and I went against myself. Went against my intuition. I used to talk that intuition to don't listen to people. No, don't trust anyone. You know what you should trust? You should do what women do great. Women, very intuitive. Men, we like to reason things out. We like to apply logic, right? And we dismiss things that come to us as far as on an intuitive level. And that's where we make a lot of mistakes. So embrace your intuition. I'm talking all that goo goo gaga, all factual goo goo gaga. It became goo goo gaga for me when I went against me. Jumping for joy. Oh, finally, I get to come into a blockchain situation at ground zero, talking about it. Mind share, right? You want to talk about mind share? When everything was, 21, 4 years ago, this time it was a bull run. Euphoria for months. 4 months straight, not 4 months as in number 4, 4 months, for several months. The spring of 21, oh man, that's when it was setting off. Crypto party on your wallet every damn day for months. So why not introduce, while everybody's happy and got the bag, 2021, everybody happy. Oh yeah, what can we do? Oh, Ethereum gas fees are just too high. What's gonna happen? Look what the S-Load did. Most people don't give a F. They just care about how these fees just became too expensive to transact. Oh, S-Load. Vitalik just jammed up the Hexagon community because he introduced the S-Load function in the operations, thereby making the fees just too expensive. So that became the pretext, the introduction of the whole idea of forking Ethereum through a sacrifice called Bust Your Nut Chain. Pulsating rhythmic functions orgasm chain. That's what the name is related to too, y'all. Not no heartbeat, heart rate. Make no mistake about it. Freak ball. Your man's a freak ball. And I'm not clowning him for that. Because I'm always reminding people, yo, if you got something warm at home, a warm pair of cheeks, you blessed. Clap some cheeks. Go clap some cheeks. Give it up to yourselves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not clowning dude for being a freak ball for naming an entire blockchain over orgasmic contractions. Facts of life. Nobody in the community talks about this like I do. It's just real. It's my perspective. It's what it is. But that's your man. That's what he did, and had no qualms, no issues about it. And here we are, 4 years later. It's about a chicken or egg. What can son? Dude got me, bruh. Like, yeah, yo. I don't know about what y'all to. Hey, listen. You've been around since 2007, like longer than 2, 3, 4 years, like cycles. You've been around multiple cycles, and you've been dealing with this. Yo, you already know this is different over here right now. You know this is different. You already know. You've been in Hex since 2019, December, huh? So now you're still sticking around. You already know things are different. You already know. You know. You already know this is different. This is so different. You don't even know if you're dealing with the same anything anymore. So that's what everybody had to pivot and redirect and just not even stop and dwell in this guy's mania. Are you talking about some chicken and egg energy, some wallet energy that people are just like, hey, folks are not. You got even the people who've been streaming early who don't even want to sacrifice for your wallet, sir. What do you think the sentiment is right now after beating the pants off the SEC twice publicly, documented? You would think sentiment is high. You would think people would be happy. What's the sentiment now? If you bullish because of your own accord, sure. But what's the sentiment? People are like, yo, what the F going on? I don't even have to look, and I already understand. Mind share. Dude lost it, bro. He lost it. He's losing it. Losing it. Losing it. King J in the building. Bless your heart. The market will do very well. Bless your heart. That's the glass half full. The glass. You got me making up words. Thunder, Miss Thunder. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be when I get a basket, when I get a green song, when I get a green song, Thunder, green thunder. All right, that's good to be able to have a positive outlook. Because I'm not saying don't have a positive outlook. I'm saying we've been waiting far too long. Far too long. This man talked big talk, too much big talk over the years. Too much talk to be like, yo, this is meager result. Like this right here for him, it's not looking good for. It's not. It's just not. Like, all right, you won SEC, this and that, and this, that, and this. Yeah, folks are they're still clocking his money, his wallets the best way they can, paying attention like a hawk. But now you done turned on operations and for operations with tornado cash, mixing this and mixing that, doing what you do, and asking about chicken or egg. And bruh, you know, yo, it's been I don't know if it's because I'm telling you, launching a coin is one thing, but launching a blockchain, it seemed like it's totally different, and he can't handle it. It's beyond his scope. It's beyond what he can handle, y'all. It's throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care and say that you don't talk on the internet and disappear. That's what he's done. That's exactly what he's done. Why are you writing posts in caps? Or why are you having some slave write a post for you on your behalf in capital letters? Turn on a device and blog or stream. I don't work for you. You want to see something done, you do it. The dude changed, bro. It's a mental thing too, man. I think he's mentally fried. I don't think he's right in the head at all. He lost it. Completely lost it. You flip flop crazy. Contradict yourself crazy. And then you got people who glaze him to no end. I hear you. But those are the people you really got to pay attention to also, and understand that you're not going to get some kind of objective view. Because I have to be as I try to be impartial, even though I have bias in this situation. Because right, I got skin in the game, but I have to be fair too. Like, nah, this is deplorable. The way all this stuff works, deplorable. He got too much weirdness attached to him too, man. You don't have he doesn't have a good way of picking good people. He fails at that. Richard Hart don't know how to pick good people well. He doesn't have a barometer. He doesn't have a finger on the pulse. He doesn't do a great job at that. He's not good at that. Period. Period. Maybe that's why you could tell he like to be alone, because he ain't a good judge of character like he may think he is. He can't act like he's street smart, street savvy out the window. There's no street savvy with him. He's not street smart, yo. Zero. And it's okay. It's okay. But you mean to tell me if you're doing all that good, you can't attract somebody really that'll really have your back, or that you can, use to do things that you may not be able, or you may not have your strengths in for them to perform? We all have strengths and weaknesses, right? Many people he talked good about in the community turned out to be caca. That's what I mean by, like, yo, he doesn't know how to pick good people around him, bro. He don't know how to pick good people to this day. He got stories about weirdos who work with him that turned out to hurt people in the community by way of money, creating projects that just fleeced so much money from the community, yo. That they work close with Richard. What does that make Richard look? That's what I'm saying. You had admins run the Pulse Chain group that launched a project, fleeced 50 mil. But how they became admins? Folks don't, it's like, you know, people don't know and don't care if they do know. You know what I mean? Then one of them will talk about, we didn't know we were going to get 50 mil. What have you done? What have you really done? Because now the narrative, you got people supporting the $50 million SAC project. They support it. So, in the spirit of Haktua, who got off scot-free, right? You really going to be damned if you do, if you want to do whatever's right for you in your head or whatever's ethical, because it's a thankless job. It's not going to go the way you think it's supposed to go. You thinking people are doing wretched things, evil, criminal things? See if they're going to get in trouble. They let Haktua, innocuous noob of noob, get off scot-free after people lost millions. And over here, all these nerds over here in analysis paralysis, they perform analysis paralysis on the blockchain and plaster screenshots for over a year and a half of activity, tying people, doxing people, screenshot, all kinds of shit going on over here. So the evidence is always available. And who gets in trouble? Not the people you're accusing of doing criminal shit. And that was last year and the year before. Now we got a different administration, and Haktua gets off scot-free. And I get it. When certain things are just crazy with the SEC, I get it. That's why I'm not mad that they got dismantled, because they weren't really protecting the interests of investors the way they portrayed to be. I wanted the public to really believe. They just wanted their cut by brute force under the guise of some kind of law, legislation, blah blah blah. But we got people in this community, man. That we make it easy for people to eat. They eat off us, man. We got so many parasites, and we're living hosts for them to feed off of. That's just what happened, bro. Mind share, mind share. So you want to leave your brain vulnerable so that these pests, huh, can feed off you, feed off your mind. Don't waste your time like I did, folks. Do not waste your time like I have, please. Wasted 4 years I can't get back. If you want to be a streamer, a blogger, someone who wants to contribute in this space and do something like that, just don't be narrow-minded, fixated, right, on situations, because when life shows you something else, like life has showed me many examples of where I was wrong, 100% believing in Richard Hart, it's like a crazy slap in the face that many people can't bear. I just deal with it because it's whatever. It's whatever. I'm never gonna meet him anyway, so it's whatever. It really is whatever to me. But when I say whatever, I mean like, yo, this life goes on for me. But this dude, the way he's moving, yo, if we see 10,000x this year, all right, that's cool. That's more than cool. That'd be great, actually. If we see 10,000x this year, absolutely, we'll be fine. But with the amount of resistance, resentment, anger, frustration that people have, they show it on the blockchain. I don't care what they tell you about on Twitter. They show you on the blockchain how they feel about Pulse. Anytime the prices move up, there's serious people selling, dumping, 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 dumping by clips after clips after clips. So they could tell you whatever. Oh, we love you, RH. RH, you the man. Oh, I'm never glazing another human being like that ever in life. Unless it's, my wife. That's it, bro. And children. That's it. Like how y'all sound, you're pitiful, bro. It's pitiful, man. Like if let me just put out there like this too, man. These single women out here, bro. Let me tell you something, bro. You single women out here, you looking for him to save your day. He don't have the interest to even speak on stream. How you gonna save your day? You know some of these women, how they be smiling and posing. It's sad, right? You could tell they're alone, smiling and posing for our age, throwing their bras and panties boxes ready for RH, right? They don't give a fuck. He don't care. Y'all making yourselves look crazy. If you women that's doing that have men too, what kind of men you got? Like seriously, like that's some other stuff too, right? Mind share. Like y'all talk about some mind share. You got these ladies smiling, posing, revealing, trying to reveal, provocative and all that, trying to be provocative. Like, yo, son, like this it's cringe. It's cringe. It's cringe. I don't care what you do. You could, dangle your finangles on a hanger and act like huh, you got to be quicker than that. Like put it on a fishing hook and go see if he'll catch the bait. Sure, that's sad to be living in an existence like that, looking for somebody who's never gonna reach out to you because he don't even reach out to talk to the community. You think he's looking for you? It's sad, man. It's sad to be in a situation where you're looking at dude, right? I saw a picture circulating, right? Back 3 years back, or even when the movie came out. Folks were plastering the castle. They were plastering him at the table with some women right there. What you think the idea was circulating among people in the community? They're not going to admit it. What you think the idea was of how he bagged those chicks? You think he really bagged them? Or did he not buy them? Like, it's crazy, bruh. Now, this is real. It's real. Like, no, you want to talk about some mind share. You around these ladies all smiling, ha ha ha. It's sad. No, yeah, you Mensa and all that, you should be, bagging chicks for free. And people were like, yo, he probably bought them, the chick, bought them, escort, bought. That's sad, bruh. Then some of y'all bring them to, not bring them, I'm not going to say bring them, but you guys let it be known publicly that, oh, he in the States, he in Florida, partying it with you guys. And you're looking at the dude's face, the way he's smiling. He says he don't drink, but he got a cup in his hand. And y'all plastering a picture, and you looking at him. I'm like, yo, he look like a kid, yo. He be trying to act like he's down. Oh, he grew up around black people. Look at his avatar, nothing but black faces. You grew up in the hood in Pittsburgh, whatever, like he said. Every now and then you'll hear him say, oh, nigga this, and y'all niggas this, and y'all niggas that, and make all the white people cringe when they say that, you know what I'm saying? They be like, ah! Like Hexologist, you saw his face, and, and the other two guys, Coffee was doing that stream, and the other third guy, Hexpensive, something. You saw their eyes when Richard was hurling the N-word. And I'm like, yo, Richard not street smart like that. You saw him in the club? I felt bad for dude. You had a cup. You say you don't drink, but you got a cup. You living it up. You around, the people in the community, right? If you know, you know. Huh? You around the streamers in the community, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I hope you're not buying chicks, but it's not my business. Mind share. I hear, in his book, he gives advice on how to bust nuts. How? Hey, you can do whatever you want, but yo, how you in the bagging chick department, bro? Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. Where the green candles? That's a bottom line. Like, where the green, where the green candles? You giving people advice. He was talking to a lady who was interviewing him, right? He talking to a lady, and he would tell the lady, oh, he can't deal with being a father and having kids, and that's not something that's in his he plans on doing because it's just too much. I'm like, do you think everybody who supports your Hex coin are childless? Like, he doesn't think about the messaging. Like, he want to tell you about marketing, right? Oh, he's a serial entrepreneur. He sold dildos and car radios, stereo radios, and all that nice whatever. But then you also want to talk down on men who have children because you want to make yourself sound like you cool because you in your mid-40s and you have no seeds, and you trying to make yourself sound like you cool and you know what you're doing. You're unhappy and miserable. You're supposed to be a billionaire having this discussion on the internet with a nondescript. You're miserable. You don't have the faintest idea what joys children bring. You don't know what parenthood, you know what I'm saying? You can't even talk on it. But so it's like, this is the person who I listened to, and I was like, yo, let me sack some of this. Let me sack. Sack from what? The mistake I made too. I'm telling y'all, because a lot of y'all not gonna admit to it, and me, I don't care, because I speak what I speak, and I'm gonna talk what I talk, and not care about how anybody feel about it, right? Unapologetic, because nobody cares. DJ, nobody cares on the ones and twos. Everett. Yo, you want to talk all this mess, and I'm like, wait a minute. Yo, you're disconnected. You want to talk all this mess, and I'm thinking, yo, this guy did something. He took advantage of everybody's sensibilities in 21 when everyone was feeling hype for making money from the market. Everybody making money. Why not introduce a sacrifice? You're making a lot of money, right? So instead of enjoying, and enjoying your gains, why don't you take your gains and delay your gratification even more by sacrificing for something and have no expectations of nothing? Who does that? I did. Think about this again. You were here in 21. The market was raging. You listening to this man tell you about some delayed gratification, some no middleman D. You listening to this talk about a post chain sacrifice, 1 point for 10,000 point, $1, 10,000 points. You give your dollar, and it's a dollar. You say bye bye to your dollar because you have no expectations. While you got gains that you hadn't seen probably ever in your life. And instead of rewarding yourself and enjoying your life with your rewards that you probably had to endure previous bear market, multi-year long bear, you finally got your earnings in 21 gains. Guess what? He gives you this talk, fantasy magic talk, for you to give away your gains and have no expectations to get anything back. Throw your gains away, in other words. Throw your gains away. Throw your gains away. The value of those gains you gave, you switched for whatever airdrop we finally got, the value decreased severely, especially if you didn't buy or if you didn't dollar cost average during this last 2 years that Pulse Chain has been out. The value of your bag dropped tremendously, 60, 70, 80%. Oh, but there's dips in the game. Dips in the game. You don't understand? Dips are in the game. You don't understand? Dips are in the game. You don't understand? Dips are in the game. What's up to everybody, man? King J, what's going on? Disciple in the building. I see Dr. Moore in the building. When I see both docs in the building, I give them a salute. I give them a salute. It's noteworthy for me. That's respect for me. It's respect for everybody when I see them in general. When I see these two gentlemen show up and pop up, man, they've rocked with me this whole time too. When I would stream and have panels, sometimes both would show up. We talk. I respect the people that have been just watching my streams this whole time too, man. There's a moment right now where I have to just take time to appreciate how you guys have engaged with me. You guys and gals have engaged with me too. Don't think it's gone unnoticed. Please don't think it's gone unnoticed because it's been very difficult for me, right? Like I've had a good time doing it. Like if I had to stream all over again, like knowing what I know now, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. But I'm glad I did. I'm being real and honest. If I had to stream knowing what I know now, I probably would not. But I'm glad I did. I got to connect with some like genuine souls out here, man. Not like your man who just like, I don't know what type of time. I don't think he's well mentally. I don't think he's been right in the head for quite some time. I think Post Chain is way above his league. I think he just bit off more than he can chew. I don't think he can handle it by himself. It's evident. It's evident he really don't know as much as he wanted the world to think he knows. He's not a developer like you think he is. He said it, he's not a developer. Or else why would he solicit developers to build Post Chain? And some nondescript Bree-Tep. I don't care about nothing Bree-Tep be talking about. I don't care about nothing anyone talks about in the community unless we see these candles form and give us the money that we all deserve. Point blank, period, bottom line. I don't care if people think it's because, this conversation is like, yeah, because you're going to, dump when they get a chance to dump, just like everyone else will dump when they see a chance they need to dump. I don't care how you set it up either. I don't care if you got limit orders ready to dump. I don't care if you got liquidity, V3 providing, single side, whatever, full range, no range, tight range. I don't care what you doing. I don't care if you just sell. You gonna dump when you dump. It is what it is. This is what the market affords you to do. But it's been difficult going on Twitter, watching this man post about shit that nobody give a fuck about, y'all. Watching Richard post do these posts that no one cares about and they're afraid to tell him, y'all. And no one cares about chicken or the egg. You just really, you're behaving like a buffoon. Black people will call it cooning. You're a coon. You're cooning right now, yo. The hell is wrong with you? The hell is wrong with this guy, yo? People got his shit tatted on their bodies. Imagine that. You got women who just, you're looking for something to talk about that just they fawn over this guy, yo, because they don't have anybody. They're single and miserable. So they're looking at him as their super crypto hero. And he just doesn't care. Not to say that you're supposed to smash everything that's supposed to call you a hero, but respect the admiration. Respect the admiration and the adoration, because it don't have to go that way, right? While you hiding somewhere bulletproof and safe. Dude, you shat on Satoshi Nakamoto. You shat on Satoshi Nakamoto for abandoning Bitcoin and the community. Oh, but it don't apply to you because even though you say you only talk to people face to face and not on social media, you've been posting. So which is it? Nobody believes your word. Like if folks have to question you on that level, that means you got to question many other things of what he used to talk about. A lot of things, man. You talk about no middleman D as long as you're D. That people suck. You don't want them to suck. Oh, you stop sucking middleman D unless it's me. Say that. Be real. Way too fake to be real like that, yo. But y'all think he's the greatest thing in crypto since sliced bread. No admin keys unless it's me. Just say that, y'all. Nobody call him out on that real shit. And I'm going to talk about weirdo nerds. Bring your heroes here to die. All nerds. They had no type of aura, no savoir faire to them, no rhythm. They had zero rhythm. Everybody who he battled, zero rhythm. Only certain people can understand what I'm talking about. That's the real. Oh, bring your heroes here to die and bring your people here to thrive. Everybody he supposedly killed had no rhythm. Not many people are gonna understand what I'm talking about, bro. Look at everybody who he spoke to. How they all share something in common, and this shit is beyond race. It got nothing to do with race, huh? They had no rhythm. They had no soul to whatever they had going on, yo. They had no spirit, yo. Like really pick up what I'm putting down. You're dealing with soulless, mindless, brainless robots. Folks that just had no rhythm. Nothing really of any substance and core of anything real and pure and tangible to offer. That's who you beat. And so what? Because your so-called believers, you're failing right now. So what type of leader does that make you? I don't care which way, what floats his boat. I don't care what floats his boat. I've seen him dance that make me question his masculinity. I don't give a F about all that, man. I don't care about what floats his boat. I care about what you talk about and backing up what you say by what you do. And what you've shown is just cross mixed messaging. Cross mixed messaging. And the community, yo, this sorry excuse of a community can't bring that to his attention to the fore and hold him to it. But you can cry about some bullshit, apology shit, and he will respond right away. Mind share, y'all. Like listen, this is May today at the time of this recording is May 1st. An entire quarter of the year gone. That's in the past. That's in our rear view. That's in our rear view. What do we have to look forward to? A hope and a prayer. Because there's nothing really tangible and solid with this guy, except you're going to just receive solid confusion with Richard, because that's what he's presented, especially these last 2 years, approaching 2 years that Pulse Chain has been out. Consistent confusion under the guise of you not having any information. You don't know what you're talking about, and everybody's acting like they're better than he is. No, we don't understand your contradiction. We don't understand your flip-flopping. We don't know why you're still silent as a motherfucker right now and not streaming or even doing some voice clip like you do for Christmas. Who cares about you and your you want to see something done, you do it because you talking that magical SEC talk. You don't have issues with SEC anymore. So what's the excuse? Interpol? An embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment. Supported this for what? And the people who said they are core maxis that they talk, this is another thing for the RH core maxi believers. You're not you're just showing me too, like you're not about nothing either, because you're not calling it things out the way it should be. Only a select few who've been streaming consistently, who call it out. Like who really just, at least you don't have to call it out the same way, but you identify certain things that raises a lot of questions and say, what is this? For all that is good in life, what are you doing here, sir? What is this? But it doesn't matter to many. It doesn't matter. Not your problem, right? Not your problem. So don't cry when folks like Maddie ask for apology and he gets his apology in less than 48 hours later. Don't cry when he launches coins. Don't cry when you got, weird people launching sacrifice to this day. And you plastering information on a Twitter. That's not changing anything. That's not changing anything. You're plastering information on a Twitter about a collective or a person who launching a sacrifice who had sketchy past and ripped off the community of $4 million because of hidden fees and some kind of program they got going on. Don't cry, y'all. Don't cry about all these grifts. Add that grift to the 1,000 other grifts that occur in the last 2 years. And people don't care. I don't know if it's fatigue. I don't know if it's indifference. People are just aloof, don't care. I don't know. But it looks bad all around. All around. When your heart tells you something, like your intuition tells you something about a situation, do not fade that voice. Do not fade that gut feeling. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wasted time. Because now your man can't control what's going on Pulse Chain to the way that he would like to. See, this is the thing, man. When he came out thinking he was narcissism of narcissist, king, crypto narcissist, right? You launch a situation. It's not just about Hex anymore. It's about an entire Pulse. About an entire blockchain. That's a totally different situation. It's way above his league. And he's going to do everything to deflect from that and tell you he got pumped out tires. Tell you he's a giving tree. Tell you he raised $27 million. Tell you he's better than everybody. Meanwhile, you're watching a different truth unfold every day on a chain that's screaming for help, that's screaming for relevance. 2 years later, 2 years later, in a market where you saw Solana, of all chains, prosper. Sui, of all networks, prosper. Sonic, prospering. You got people talking about an X1 from Jack Plebin coming out, prospering. And Pulse Chain is like dragging a bowling chain on your ankle because this guy don't know what the F he's doing. He don't know what he's doing. He taught you a gimmick on how to pump a coin that has zero liquidity. A little gimmick, yeah. You're gonna ride your fame on that gimmick. You're gonna ride the Pulse Chain whole situation on the gimmick. It wasn't even, you know, some kind of original chain. It's a copy of the first smart chain blockchain. Pulse X, a copy of PancakeSwap. Okay, cool. But where are the gains? Oh, people, see, this is the situation. People mimic what he talked about. People watched and listened to him very closely. I don't care if they were good people. I don't care if they were scammers. They paid attention so well that when they launched their coins outperformed everything Richard Hart related. They listened to this dude and put it to practice, and his coins dwarfed in performance. Dead in the water, dead in the water, like underside, dead in the water. And these guys tested it, experimented it. I'm talking about people who launched coins and it did 1,000,000x. And Richard is like, shit, what? You just gonna keep blaming SEC that muzzled his speech? This shit was about free speech, and this dude, he couldn't even talk. Now you won after two whatever announcements and decisions, and you still can't talk. Or you faking the funk. Fake dude, man. Fake moves. This is who you know. This is who you bought into. This is who you believed in. This is who you took a chance with. Want to redirect and keep talking about Vitalik. Want to redirect now and talk about a wallet. Want to redirect now and talk about a chicken or an egg. You redirect. No, look in the mirror and practice introspection. But he's not going to do that because he's too, right, self-absorbed. He thinks it's all about him. He's bulletproof and safe. Thinks it's all about him. It's more than him not trying to make people rich. People caught on. People caught on to his tactics. They learned and they practiced it. And they announced it on the internet. That's why their coins were able to see so many X gains. They caught on. He gave it away. If he had good information, solid information to help the people, as he freely says, that he's the giving tree. The mistake again that he made, and I spoke about this before, what he did is what they say in scriptures you shouldn't do. Don't throw pearls to the swine, because everyone is not worthy of the information, because it will be misused and abused. And what do you think has happened here? This soulless blockchain right here. Because I'm a man of spirit too. I don't play games with that. But it's soulless. So this is why I'm reaping what I sowed. You invest in something that's soulless, what do you think you're going to get in return?